Hello skinnies, Nick here. I've just gotten home from the gym and it's definitely time to eat something. I did like just a full body core thing, strength training, whatever. I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but I'm slowly figuring it out, slowly getting more fit, which is cool. I'm just gonna wait until a few people sign in. So full disclosure, I've never tried this before, but I have seen a ton of YouTube videos and TikTok videos and Instagram reels of people doing this. So I feel like I should be able to do it. But essentially what I'm going to do, as soon as enough people are signed in online, because I don't want anyone to miss the start of what I'm doing, is I am turning the Turkish Mince Bowl, the raw mince, into a smashed wrap with pita bread. Y'all know our pita bread. My mum makes these in bulk and freezes them for us because she's the best human alive. But if you want to do a recipe from the new book, you can use Layla's naan as well. Just turn it into wraps instead of thick naan bread. But I think our pita bread will be perfect for this. Then I have the garlic sauce from the recipe, and I have some lettuce and stuff over there that I'm going to show you. But the first thing that we have to do, of course, is, I think, heat our griddle. Now, I actually got this griddle from Hexclad because I've always wanted one, and I didn't know what I would use it for, but I thought one day that's going to really come in handy. And it's been one of the most commonly used pans that I've got since then, because I like making pancakes and stuff on it because you can see them like fluff up on the side. And I think it's going to be perfect to be able to make the smashed wrap on it. So I'm going to start preheating that. Now, I don't know if I should preheat it on low heat or high heat, so I'm just going to go with medium heat. I don't know. And I'm going to take my wrap here, you guys, hang on, let me turn the camera, I'll click it one way that way, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take my wrap here, and I'm just going to spread, hang on, can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to spread the raw mince meat all over the base of it, but I don't want it to be too thick, I don't think. Just logic tells me that you want it to be able to cook really fast. So, oh my goodness, I can already tell how amazing this is. Now, I had to make a few little changes because I thought that it would work better. So instead of using onion in the recipe, because the original Turkish mince recipe has onion in it, I just put an extra teaspoon of onion powder and I left the onion out. Does that make sense? And instead of course, combining it all in the pan, I chucked it all in the Thermomix and I processed it on speed 4 for about 20 to 30 seconds because you really want it to be more like a paste. You don't want it to be like a loose mince. Does that make sense? So those were the two changes that I made to the original recipe, was combining all of the mince mixture ingredients in my Thermomix. And then instead of putting onion in, I reckon that looks pretty good. Instead of putting onion in, I put onion powder. Now I don't know if I meant to put oil, but I did. And I've got my burger press here and I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. I don't know if I'm doing this right, you guys. If anyone out there's done this before and you want to comment on my technique and let me know if I'm failing or not, that would be great. Now I'm just going to let that sit there and I'm going to flick the camera this way just while I get my salad ingredients ready. Just going to quickly wash my hands. Because I had raw minced meat on it. How am I meant to know if it's burning or not, you guys? I feel like the first one might burn because I don't know if I'm doing this properly. Oh no, it's cooking good. I'm going to leave that there to cook a bit longer just quickly while I cut up my veggies. Alright, so use my knife. Now I've got some lettuce, you guys. I'm going to thinly slice that, just like what you would have in a gyros. Now this is just for me, so I'm going to save that. And then I've got my herbs. I'm going to finely chop my herbs. I've got dill and parsley. If you guys could smell how good this smells, oh my Lord. This is not the right knife, but it was the only one that was nearby. All right, herbs are done. Now, tomato, I'm just gonna cut that in half. And I'm gonna slice that up. And now, let's see how this has turned out. Because I think, oh, that looks good. All right, it looks good, it looks good. Now, from the first one, I've already learned something. You want to probably put a little bit more meat than what I put. So we'll set this one aside and we'll try again. I'm not going to stop until we get it perfect on camera so you all know what you're doing. Bloody hell, that looks good though. All right, you go over there. That can stay like that. All right, so this time I'm just going to try putting a little bit more meat. Because I definitely don't think I put enough. I was too conservative. Because I was scared that it wouldn't stick. And I'm just using a butter knife, you guys, to just spread it around. But I'm really pressing it in quite firm. All right, so this is a bit thicker. Got a bit thicker with my meat. All right, and that's well and truly stuck on there. Now, little squiggle of olive oil. And I'm going to press it down all over this time. All right, so for those of you who've just joined in, I'm turning my Turkish mince bowl into smashed Turkish wraps. Here was my first one. It wasn't a fail, but like I needed more meat, for sure. Yum. I reckon when you've got more meat, you have to turn it up a bit more. Because a lot more lamb fat comes out. Does that make sense? All right, gonna let that sit there for a minute. How's everyone's day been? What's everyone cooking for dinner tonight? Does anyone have any questions about what I'm doing? For those of you who've just tuned in, I'm turning the Turkish mince bowl into smashed Turkish wraps. I took the onion out of the mixture and I put onion powder in, and I processed it all in the Thermomix on speed 4 until it made kind of like a paste, if that makes sense. Sweet. All right, this is looking pretty good. I think I did a pretty good job of flipping that, you guys. I only lost one little bit. All right, that's actually looking a lot better. Hang on. Let's pop that there. Turn that off. My smoke alarm will go off if I'm not careful. That would just be my luck. All right, I still have a bunch to make, but let's go on to the next step. So, hang on. I'll just get rid of this stuff because that's got the raw meat on it. All right, so that's our Turkish smash wrap. I think I'm gonna put the sauce first. What do you guys think? Sauce first? Garlic sauce. Do you know what's so like amazing about this is that the pita bread fries in the lamb fat. Like honestly. All right, so I got my sauce on. Thanks, Cass. It's darker. Now, I'm gonna do my herbs next because I want my herbs on top of my meat. And then I want to do a little squeeze of lemon juice. Can everyone see what I'm doing? And then I'm going to put my lettuce. Like so. Then my tomato. And that's it. Then, now of course, this would be so much better if I wrapped it actually in a wrap, but I wasn't thinking ahead, was I? So, all right, this is my wrap. Let's give it a go. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, holy heavens. That is phenomenal. Mmm. Amelia, red onion. That would have made it perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't think you guys understand. I'm like on the verge of tears here. That is one of the best things I've ever tasted in my life. Wow. It's like the best lamb gyros in the world because it hasn't got all the chewy lamb fat bits in it that like, because lamb gyros are just shit these days. Oh my Lord. Cass, Bill would love this. Oh wow, this is phenomenal. Like, I'm gonna take one more bite and then I'll talk. Mmm. That is a 10 out of 10. Absolute knockout. I can't get over how delicious that is. Oh wow, that's phenomenal. All right, let me tell you what I've done. That is absolutely the lamb fat cooking the pitta, Cass. Oh, wow. All right, so what I've done, you guys, is created the best meal in the world. It's not even my idea. I just got it off Instagram or something. But it's using the Turkish Mince Bowl. What I've done is I put all of the lamb mince ingredients in the Thermomix, except for onion. I substituted the onion for 1 extra teaspoon of onion powder, okay? I processed it for about 20 seconds on speed 4, using my spatula through the hole, so that it was more like a paste. I want you to see what I'm talking about. So you can see, instead of it being like loose mince, it's literally just like a paste, essentially, like a pork paste, but lamb. Then I took a pita bread. Now, if you don't want to home make your pita breads, or you want to use Layla's, or you don't want to use the Layla's naan recipe and make wraps, you can get wraps from the supermarket. I've got some examples of what might work. We've got the tortillas, if you want to have a thinner wrap. There's the pizza-based wraps as well. These would work too. Or you can just grab the pita wraps, the Lebanese pita wraps. I don't think that the Lebanese pita wraps are the way to go for this. I think the Greek style pitas is 100% the way to go. So make your pita breads or get the Greek style pita breads from the supermarket. I think they're called like souvlaki wraps or something. That's 100% the way to go. There's also gluten-free wraps at the supermarket too, which would work really well for this. Then you want to take your pita bread and your mince mixture, and you want to spread it on really quite thick and press it really firmly into the base of the wrap. So just based on what I'm seeing here, I've made 2 so far. I reckon you could make 6 wraps easily. So it's a great way to spread the mince mixture a little bit further, if that makes sense. And you want to sort of really spread it on quite thick, but not like super thick. You still want to be able to see the wrap underneath in some places. Nice and press it in really hard. I think that's the trick, you guys, is to press it in really firmly. And then on a medium-high heat, you want to put a little bit of olive oil in your pan that's been preheated. Make sure you preheat your pan because otherwise it's going to go way too oily. Like that. And then you want to, 1 second, I'm running out of room here. Just grabbing my griddle. All right, you want to preheat your pan. To a medium-high heat. Yeah, so we keep these pita breads in the freezer, Julie. My mum makes them for us. It's just the Skinny Mixes pita bread wrap. It's not, they're really easy to make, like super easy to make. I didn't cook the other side, Linda, so that it was nice and pliable. I really don't think you need to cook the other side, to be honest. I would just do one side, but you can do the other side. It's just, don't let it cook for too long or else the wrap might become crispy, if that makes sense. All right, and then that's nice and hot. Then we want to put our wrap down there. And you want to use a burger press. If you haven't got a burger press, just use the base of a bowl or a rolling pin or another pan that's clean. Yeah, I did, Lani. I made it darker brown. Hi, baby. And you want to press it in all over like this. So really making sure that the mince is sticking to the wrap. And as you're doing that, the wrap is, they're so delicious. As you're doing that, the wrap is actually frying in the lamb fat. It's pretty decadent, you guys. Alright, so I reckon that must be cooked. You really only need to cook it for a few minutes. It doesn't need a very long time because it's such a thin coating. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then give it a little flip, and then that's it. Now, grab another plate. So really that cooked for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, you guys. It wasn't long at all. And then, once again, garlic sauce. Fresh herbs. Some lettuce. And some fresh tomatoes. And, oh, I forgot my squeeze of lemon juice. Now, of course, in this, if you wanted to, you could put cheese, you could put hummus instead of garlic sauce, you could put white onion or red onion. Just a little tip, with raw onion, if you're putting it inside of a gyros, give it a quick rinse because it takes some of the bitterness off of the onion. You could put tabbouleh in. Yeah, lots of options. And that there is the smashed Turkish wrap. I'm not going to eat that one. I'm going to see if my beautiful neighbor is hungry. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you want me to write up what I changed to make this recipe. And otherwise, stay tuned, or actually check out the page because we just published a new free recipe for the week. And if you have a sweet tooth and you're looking forward to Easter this weekend, this one is 100% a recipe that you want to check out. All right, I'm off to eat my dinner. I love you guys. Have a good night.